Hi everybody, Yarn Fairy here to bring you yarn. Not a lot of it though. I left a lot of it out there because it's so much yarn. I've dyed now in this week only. I think I didn't dye Monday. I dyed like over 100. I dyed 120 skeins of yarn because there's only 30 left and 150 came in the pallet. Holy cow. It's a lot of yarn. Whole lot of yarn. Those are for the cloaks. Julia's Cloak, which is our 2020 blanket, because I couldn't come up with a blanket. Well, I could. I've got like 3 or 4 of them out there and in the design book, and it was there, but it just wasn't doing it, you know? It's got to do it for me in order for it to do it for you guys. I don't ever want to disappoint you. So this cloak is just like amazing. It's like got a collar, got a hood, got a choker and mother of pearl buttons and bloody hell, and that's the color of the yarn, and Aqualand, I think, and this is an English cottage, 2 of them, more bloody hell and more purple, blue, and green. Aw, hi down there. Okay, so the cloak is coming right along. It's doing its thing. I have been dying like a crazy woman. I don't know what happened to me, but all of a sudden I was like, oh, they can't just have the Teeswater. They need something to line the inside of their hoods, and they need something to line their pockets. And what if they don't like or are itchy to, say, mohair or border Leicester, which is natural, by the way, or Teeswater. You guys, this stuff is so yummy. So I pulled out Finn, which is about yay big. It's got a slight crimp. And I pulled out Lincoln, which is like, and it has so much shine. And I did those too. I am just going to throw this stuff at you. If you like it, use it. If you don't, pass it on to a spinning friend or somebody who does needle felting, or keep it in your stash for the day when you're going to need more, because I love working with the locks. I've taught you guys how to knit the locks into your fabric. I've taught you how to felt them on top of your fabric. We need to go into crocheting them so that we can get the trims in too. I love making these little trims. I've got these gloves that I just adore. They're just these little short fingerless gloves, and they've got the curly locks coming out of both ends, and you shake it and it's lots of fun. Speaking of shaking it and it's lots of fun, you know I'm old. I'm like old as dirt, right? So I never ever thought I would conform and go to this, but this is a metallic, I can't even show it to you guys, it goes so fast, magnetic snap bracelet, and you stick the thing on and it just goes. You just got to be really careful that you're putting it on at the tightest place of your wrist, and that your wrist isn't sweaty or something so it doesn't kink and bite you. So button, right? I can't figure out if this is a lion or what it is. I thought it was a fox when I bought it. The button snaps off, and then you can't find another to change your outfit because your kitty's been up here playing with them all. Anyway, you get a new one. Pop that puppy in. Decide that you want to wear the blue dress instead. Et voila! I love these things. I even have the caps on the headbands and other kinds of bracelets, because I'm crazy, and yes, I do wear black leather. These are all the same thing. This one opens, and you can put essential oil on the felt pad, and of course, it is from the realm of the Fae. So it's a fairy, and I think she's upside down to you. Anyway, when we used to go to the Ren Fair and Scottish Festival and stuff, I would always bring my pendant, and I would make the kids come over and revitalize them every once in a while with my little orange essential oil. COVID left me with, so I can't talk all the time, so I'm drinking a lot with you guys, sorry. This is interesting though. It's Tazo tea that comes in a box, like a broth box or an almond milk broth, and you pour 50% of that and 50% of the milk of your choice, which is Tazo, and or almond, and I actually like less of the milk. You nuke it or chill it, and it makes this amazing rose latte. Is the one I got. So good. I've been buying these things because I can go out to the market on Misfits, and they deliver stuff here, and I love them. I love them for their glass jar for carrying this moo cow chocolate. So good. You use that if your Bev bombs are not strong enough to your tasting. Hello. These things are so much fun. You stick the thing in the cup with the hot, and then it starts to melt. The dark chocolate comes off, then the milk chocolate comes off, and then you get marshmallows inside. I know there's a whole bunch of these, and I know it's a whole thing, and that people are like making them, which is kind of crazy because they're bloody expensive, but it's just one of those whimmy type things. Oh, by the way, on the bracelets, if you wanted one, I have several, and several different snaps. So PM me and we'll chat. Oh, and I also have one that's got toggles for those of you who are still young enough to deal with that. I could probably take this off though and make it I could totally take this off and put a large lobster down there because that is how I roll nowadays. It's got to be big or it's got to go home. I'm not sure why grape clusters. I feel like there was a KAL, a shawl, something about grapes. I'll get back there eventually. You know me. I always return like a bad penny. So for some reason, my son, who is 27, 28, I don't know, has been getting angry bunnies. I've been doing angry bunnies. One has a friend calling the other guy Raka, which I believe is idiot. It's usually all Japanese, and another bunny over ramen. He's happy, but he was colorful and he wasn't all black, and so I was like, ain't gonna wear it. He wore it. I was so happy. So anyway, I've started collecting angry bunnies for him. Aren't they cute? I run with scissors and shush, I'm reading or something. Okay. The thing I wanted to share is that I've been getting some really fun stuff. I have a couple pairs of these earrings. One is a fish and one is a kitty. And then I went crazy for kitties and I got charms. Enamel charms that are so enamoring. Those guys are in mugs and are otherwise shortened. And these guys are the KALs. If you want some, or if you want just like a whole set of just the kitty charms enamel, I could do that too. And 2 bunnies. And then lemon drops coming. Lemon drops coming. It's not here, but it's coming. I'm so excited. I work on it every once in a while, and I'm just like, I can't wait to get this settled. I got the color settled. I've got a pan. Oh, what do you call it when you get weathered wood copper? Patina. Comes from way out there, you guys. You gotta bear with. And the other one is undyed to a deep, bright, happy lemon. And if I find out what, where's the mug? The mug's not here. This is it. I haven't decided if I'm doing this to you guys yet or not. But I have this gorgeous, what I like to think of as lemon, magnetic, really strong, for a necklace. Maybe I could make a break apart keychain. Scissor fob, what do you think? This is what it's for. Okay, so I should tell you, I love lemons. I love homegrown lemons. I love homegrown organic lemons. I have always had lemons because my mom always had a tree. So now I find that there's a couple of people we know in Santa Clarita that have trees. New bottle. Love it. It keeps cold. Venture Pal by Hydrate in Style. You can unscrew the whole thing and then it does just this. I don't spill too much, but when I do, it'll probably break it and it'll never cover again. Okay. Holly Wally. Can I show you guys this? This is my brains. It keeps me, hopefully, on track. I haven't been in this room for like 2 weeks though, so maybe not. But anyway, Lemon Drop is up there. Kind of higher than everything else, so it's next. We're doing it in cashmere sock weight. It's beautiful. This thing is, it's got leaves, and then it goes into tree stalks. It goes knit, purl, knit. And that's where I leave off. I've got lemons after that, and I keep changing it. Oh, and this seems to be the year of the collar. It doesn't stop with the cloak. The lemon has this gorgeous, you use the first skein and the last skein, and you knit with one color at a time, and then you make this collar. It's amazing. Maybe that's what these are for. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Guys, it's just bloody cute. It's so stinking cute. Look at this sucker. Isn't it adorable? Look at all those lemons in there. How'd they get the lemon, a little straw? I thought they were a little smaller than that. That's why I learned to buy one thing. Anyway, where was I? Lemon Drop. Yeah, so I'm really excited, obviously, about the Lemon Drop. I showed you the tote bags, and we talked about the Lemon Drop. Boy, I don't even have the Lemon Drop on here, you guys. This is terrible. Okay, I know I'm supposed to do the heirloom. We're going to talk serious now for a minute. I have bought in 2 yarns. One that was limited, that I could only get a little bit of. It's like a blend of wool silk, about 25 or 2,800 yards per 100 grams. So it's close to a true cobweb, which is 3,000. Or was it 4,500? You know what? It was 4,500. I don't know. It's a lot. 4,500. So either way we go with the 1,400 or the 5,000. We could do. Actually, I could. Somebody stop me! I don't know what I want to do. I have bought 2 sets of yarn. I don't have a pattern. I know that it's started. I know it's floral. I know it's small flowers to large flowers. But there's more to it, because there's always more to it. And the 1,400, I want to give you guys 2 or 1 skein of yarn, I don't know, and make a 6 wedge, open up the front on size 1s, so that it's not as hard as always on 0s and double 0s. This other is for size 0, and it's definitely probably a circular, because they both have to be the same pattern, so they have to be interchangeable. So if I go with the circle wedge on the one, then the other has to be circle. So I might be doing another circle. I know people out there want a square, but I'm working on it. It sits back there and vacillates, and one day it'll get done. Okay. I have no yarn to show you. I have 100% cashmere. I bought it. It's very expensive. I bought it because I had this, which has been eaten. It was in my daughter's room, and it's been eaten. I don't even know if I can keep it, take it, make it, fix it. I don't know. But it's so soft. This stuff is like, oh, it's just so soft. And they're so bloody expensive that I had the mill put them up into 50-gram hanks instead of 100, so that it would be cheaper. Turns out the sock is spun woolen, which is sideways from the fiber. The lace is spun worsted, which is straight, so that they can get it out that fine. The lace just isn't the cashmere sock. It's to die for. But I'm still making patterns for these things so that we can play. This has been here, can you tell? Holy mackerel, everything's on the floor. Mousa, he's a bad girl. Well, there's a pattern around here somewhere. Oh, I know. I want to make either a smoke ring or a KAL. I haven't decided which, and I've been swatching it for about a month now, and I'm not happy with what I've got, so I'm back at the drawing board. But I can show it to you because I'm not going to use it. I want it to go and have a up-down edging, so that's what I've got going. It's already doing its thing here. Up, down, and then it's got some lace. It's got a lot of long. I'm feeling long and lean, so we are definitely there. Got the yarn, looking good. Cashmere cowl or whatcha jig? That other word I just said. Design a KAL. Design a KAL is because I have all these lovely siren sock yarns in now, and can you get off my junk? Nasa, let me have it. Give it back. You know, it's a good thing I've got critters because I'd probably go crazy sitting here alone talking to myself all day long. Okay, so we have, as you know, Kid Silkes and Surrey. If you can't do mohair. For years, I have wanted to make a multicolored sock shawl with the mohair. And it took me until now because I needed to play with color, you know? And I needed to experience more of this shawl. It's got the lacy area where it's the mohair. When I got to looking at it, I don't like working on it because it's so boring. There's just nothing here. So I decided that I'm going to start over and we're going to design a KAL together. I am making lists of the different things because this is year of the collar, 2 years of the collar, the decade of the collar, I don't know. I decided that I'm going to ask you guys, and we're going to design it, and I'm going to let you guys play with it and interchange whatever elements you want. So if you don't want to start with a collar, I'll add the full wedge, and you can start, you know, with a tab top or whatever. So what I've been doing, I don't know if you know this. I know, you know, I've told you before. Flower Pandemonium is an amazing color of this rainbow that's just gorgeous. And I've been doing that, a lot of Electric Peacock, another wild, beautiful color. And then I went to Rainbow Around. So what it's going to do is what this yarn is going to do, which is make stripes. Stripes. Been working on socks. I got socks, you guys. It's so thrilling. And then those two, they have to be patterned. What's going on? Brains. I want my brain power. Okay, so I went back to my original smoke ring that I made 15 some odd years ago for just a little, what do you call it? It's not a chevron. I've forgotten what it's called. Sort of like a, I don't know. Ain't it cute? See how it's making the purple stripe, the blue stripe? So it alternates the purple with all the other colors, and it makes just gorgeous stuff. So rainbow around purple, rainbow around brown, rainbow around tanzanite. Which one are you going to get? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it really simple, and I'm just going to give you no more options at that point, okay? Options are all going to be in the design. 2 skeins of sock yarn and 1 skein of the 50 gram of either the Surrey or the mohair. That will give us a decent sized triangle. It's not going to come around. It's not going to wrap. It's not going to do anything. What if we wanted to do a 6? You see? Rainer in! So a full square would require 4 skeins. So if we did 3 skeins, we could do a 6 wedge, and that'll at least give you a little, especially with a collar. Oh, I love collars, you guys. I'm having so much fun. So the other option, except for the collar, is to start a top edging and make the bottom edging to match. So like you would knit on as you worked across. And because this is a multicolored sock yarn and it's doing all this puddling and stuff that it's going to do, which is gorgeous, and if you don't want it to puddle, definitely want Flower Pandemonium instead of one of the arounds in the different colors. Puddling, colors. So because of the colors, I want really simple with the first iteration of this. Not happening. I'm going to go back and make a triangle. Mario, Leo, I keep thinking about him. I miss the heck out of him right now, and I was thinking about the net that I made for him years ago, and I was thinking, well, we can upgrade that. So I'm wanting to start with small triangles, going out to larger triangles, and then fatter triangles so that you can actually see the design. So the first ones will probably start with like a single edge of yarn over cage tog type lace. Then it will go thicker, double, triple, maybe some KALs to give it even more depth around. No beads for this one. Pretty sure about that. Yeah. So I have been having so much fun. I've actually been finishing stuff, which has been amazing. My sweater, my Angora sweater, is done. It's Cascade, and it's just the softest thing, you guys. I just love this sweater. It's called Lush, the yarn, and it's Cascade. I've had it for years. Classic Elite yarns, Lush Angora wool. They're $11 for 50 grams. So I used a lot of yarn. I'm trying to get rid of stuff that's just been sitting around though. Katie gave me her UFOs on top of my own UFOs, so now I'm trying to figure out, these are for her, that's her pile. She gets to figure out if she wants to keep them or toss them. I'll show you Egyptian peacock. I just love these colors, they're so beautiful. Did I show you the kitties? I showed you the kitties because I went into the lemon drop. I'm fine. I'm going back to my list. Right. Okay, so in those UFOs, I found these. This is like 4 ounces of gorgeous hand-spun yarn I made. And I realized that it was fat, and so I know when I was working on these, my head wasn't in gear. It wasn't functioning as well. So I really made a mess, and then because I couldn't fix it because my head was off, I left it. So I've got these horrid, weird things happening. So last night, or the night before, 24, Robert came knocking at the door. So I ran out, they ran in, hit me on the head with a bowling pin. Miss, why have you got all my stuff gone? Patterns. I'm fine. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Move along, nothing to see. Okay, so that one that I just showed you with the purple stripe, that's it. It started with like a labor and a waterfall, and I didn't like it. So that one that I just showed you that's on the floor is just going back to what it needed to be in the first place. And unfortunately, my head's so dead that I have to actually put it on a chart so that I can use it. Crazy, but true. So, I didn't show you because Miss took off with it and chewed it, it looks like. You know my little discs that I've been making for you guys? Sorry. Out of chipboard, and then I put cardstock and I print our logo on it, and I hang it off of a open safety type pin thing. And wow, she did a number on this. She ate the top right off. Bad kitty. Anyway, these are nice, high quality wool. Miss doesn't get in touch. So I'm going to make those into our stuff now instead. Okay. Socks, socks. Socks, 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 socks. Socks, socks. Oh. I I found these cute little stickers. And they're all different. This one say thank you. And these are just because I love sunflowers. And these. And I was testing the beads and stuff. It looks like I might be getting the beads from this wholesaler. I never buy beads from him because I don't know why. They're glass, they're 4 mil, they're faceted, and they're AB. They're great. You need to find a less crazy, I don't know. It gets hard when you have patina and lemon. You're trying to match beads for both, and then I can end up with a huge stock that I don't want. I didn't show you these. Did I show you? I showed you the bags. These are the locks. And because I couldn't decide, I went and hauled out a whole bunch more. Another story that. Bags. Do you guys ever make these? This is just a skein of fun fur and like a cure wool. Oh man, it looks like a moth got a hold of this too. One of these days, all this mothage, it's going to be part of my past. My nemesis. With all the mothballs that I put out, you'd think I would never have any trouble with them, but I do. Anyway, I got some empty K out, found my fun furs. I have hundreds of dollars worth of very expensive furs and ladders and metallics and I don't know what all. Isn't that cute? I'll finish it off with, black and then probably just one handle because I find the handles get in the way. And I'll make a flower, a little black flower with a tie and it'll twist. I love making these. Crochet, by the way. Remember I was telling you about Mario? Well, it's because of this. Back in 2012. Wow. I was knitting this for him. It is sesquicentenary. It was for the queen for something that she did. I found out that I was on this row of this chart, and now I'm halfway through that one. It goes so fast, but unfortunately with my brains, it's heavy. So, because of all the... So, I can only work on it for a little bit, plus it's got to be under the mag lights. So, but I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. It's a very pretty shawl. I'm not going to know what to do with it. I was test knitting it. I don't know if this ever got out. Has anyone ever heard of it? Ever seen this shawl? Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. yarnfairy1@gmail.com. Another thing my daughter was. The last Darius electric bead spinner that I have access to. I was so sad. It was in a bag on her floor, and I guess she stepped on it or a cat messed with it, and the battery turned on. Burned out the motor. But I have this friend, this amazing friend. She made me this little thing to go back in here so that it never duns that again. Keeps the switch from moving. Anyway, she fixed the thing, and I'm in hog heaven now. It's so much easier for me to work with the hooky things than it is for me to work with the actual hooks, because I actually impale myself on the actual hooks. Yeah, bad. Where's my chakra? We're going back. Floral heirloom, cashmere lace. I told you guys about the cloaks. I cannot believe, you guys, 120 skeins. They're in various stages all over the place out there. That's why we're not out there. Loud fans everywhere. Oh, we already got through this. That's the designer. Okay, so last year we did the a cowl. This is going to be design a cowl. Shawl. You guys name it. That shawl we're going to make out of the multicolored yarn. Ooh, you guys, I think I'm done, which is good because I just gave you a video not too long ago. Those of you who cross stitch, just real quick, Long Dog Samplers, Santa Quill. I'm making a kit for him. It's going to be so cute. He's got this purple red hat, which it's supposed to be black. I was thinking about some raven silk for his feathers. And I'm thinking about a golden metallic for the stars, DMC with the tiniest touch of turquoise for the snow, and the silver and black for the sky and him. And then, because he's a Dora stinking bull, he gets his own mohair. Rainbow Gallery Whisper White for the trim on his hat, because, oh my gosh, isn't he cute? I wonder why he's Santa Quill. Is it because of Nevermore? And then she's got like the dogs and the bunnies and the ducks and stuff. I just love Jules. She makes the best stuff. It's like, why ever should I try to get a design out in cross stitch? Because girl got it going on. I really love everything she does. I think I might be done. The floor is kind of clean back there. Yeah. Oh. Talk about timing. So y'all know I love paper. I love Memory Palace. It's new to me. And they make gorgeous stuff. And Button Farm puts it in a kit for me. And then they gave them to me for 50% off because she had just turned 50. Look at this one. It's lemons, you guys. Oh! I bought lemon fabric too. I wonder what happened to that. Your freebies with the lemon drop are going to come from something like this. And I think I'm going to make like maybe just one thing. Like one super special thing. And then maybe raffle it. No, not a raffle. What do you call it? Pick it. I'm so bad with contests and giveaways, you know. Anyway. I'm done. That's it. I have Cloak to pack and hank and try to figure out which one goes where, because I dye them all at the same time. It's going to be interesting. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy.